you guys? Welcome back to another Exercise Mommy Quick Tips video. And I have 5 tips today on how to improve your hydration, how to drink more water. I have my little sticky so that I don't miss any points. So first off, I think one that's really helpful in improving and increasing your hydration, so increasing the amount of water that you're drinking on a daily basis, is to buy a bigger water bottle. Okay? Oftentimes I see, and even some of my clients come to me saying, I want to drink more water, but they're drinking out of a water bottle that holds maybe 12 ounces of water. So then they're saying, okay, well, I want to improve my hydration and I want to drink 80 ounces of water. Okay, well, if you have a water bottle that's only 12 ounces, you're refilling that how many times in the day? 5, 6, 7, however many times it is, depending on what your goal is for hydration. So you can minimize that by increasing the size of your water bottle, saving yourself trips to and from to fill it up, and feeling like, less overwhelmed that you have to drink 15 of those instead of maybe 2 or 3. So that's my first tip. Increase the size of your water bottle. I finally got a new, bigger water bottle. For a long time, I had been using my shaker, my protein shakers, and those held about 24 to 26 ounces if I filled it all the way to the top. And so that was something that I was refilling 5 times a day. And then at the point of like, okay, was that number 3 or number 4? Am I on number 4 or number 5? I finally got a big one. Yes. 48 ounces. If I fill it all the way to the top, it's 50 ounces. So I really only have to do this twice a day and a little bit more, and that's it. So think about that. If that's something that you find you're losing count, or you're trying to track how many you're filling, maybe you just need a bigger water bottle. Excuse me, water bottle. That's number 1. Number 2 is set an ounce goal. So I recommend, at least if you're not already, drinking about half your body weight in ounces. Example, if you weigh 100 pounds, drinking 50 ounces of water a day. Now, you base that off of how much you weigh, and maybe do a little experiment and see how much you are currently already drinking. And that would be just by measuring what you're drinking on a daily basis and see kind of where you're at. And if you're hitting at least the halfway mark of your body weight, and then maybe deciding if you need to drink a little bit more. But that's a good starting point. Some people will say right off the bat, you need to drink a gallon of water. Well, that's really unreasonable for someone that's only been drinking maybe 20 or 25, 40 ounces of water. I mean, you're talking about 4 or 5 times that amount. That's a lot in one day. And yes, as you increase the amount of water you're drinking, you're gonna have to use the restroom more. That's just how it is. So if you're using, I don't have to go to the bathroom all the time, as an excuse to not drink more water, you're doing a disservice to your physical body. It needs water for all of its bodily functions, for healthy organ function. So throw out the idea of, I don't want to have to run to the bathroom all the time, because the reality is that's just how it is. Your bladder will adjust to the increased volume, but that's just going to have to happen. You're going to have to use the restroom more often. Sorry, not sorry. Your body will thank you, I promise. So that's the second thing. Set the ounce goal that you want to shoot for. The third thing, and I think this is also an important one, that sometimes you run out of the house, you've got everything you think you need for yourself and your kids if they're with you, and then oftentimes you're out and about and you don't have your water bottle with you. So my third tip is to always take your water bottle when you leave the house. Wherever you go, take it with you. If it fits in your purse, great. If it doesn't, carry it. It just needs to become one of those things that you take with you, kind of like your phone or your ID or your debit, credit card, whatever that is. Okay, so take it with you wherever you go. You're more inclined to drink it if you have it. Have you had an experience where you leave the house, you're out grocery shopping, running errands, whatever it is, you're gone for hours, and you get home and you're like, wow, I haven't had any water today. Yeah, because you didn't take it with you, right? So you don't really necessarily think about it unless you're really feeling parched. So that's tip number 3, take your water bottle with you wherever you go throughout the day. Number 4, and I love this tip. I use it on a regular basis. Chug versus sip. So I see my water bottle has about 14 ounces of water left. And so instead of going and just taking a little sip and having to come back one swallow at a time, if you've got 50 ounces of water, you're gonna have to do that 50 times, right? So chug it 10 ounces at a time. Multiple swallows at one time versus just a couple of little sips and then coming back to it. And you'll find that you get through your goal of ounces or through however many water bottles you're trying to drink in a day much, much faster. Okay? Much faster. So when I see it's down at the bottom, I'm like, I'm just going to down the rest of that right now and fill it up again. And then right there, I'm already 12 ounces, 14 ounces, whatever it is that's left. It's already in the system and ready to go. So think about that. Are you a sipper or are you a chugger? Might be helpful to start trying to drink more in one sitting than sipping as you go. So that's tip number 4. Chugging versus sipping. Now, last tip number 5 is you can add some things to your water to make, if you're not a water fan. I know there's a lot of people that are like, I don't even like water. Like it's bland, it's boring. I don't even really care to drink it. And if you're someone that's trying to transition over from drinking a lot of soda or tea or coffee, and you're used to having more of that flavor in your mouth, water will be very bland for you. But you can add things like lemon, berries, cucumbers. I say even if you're really trying to increase your water intake and all you were drinking was soda or coffee or, those Gatorade, really heavily flavored liquids, I say you can add a little bit of Crystal Light or something like that, those packet flavors, just to get you started and eventually kind of wean off of that as well, because it is good for your body just to drink straight water. But if that's a big transition for you to go straight off of those heavily flavored liquids into just only water, you can transition with some of those flavored things like that. But lemon and berries, cucumber, mint, all that sort of stuff, start to kind of get creative and put it in. And if you do it with ice and then you kind of shake it up, it breaks up that fruit or cucumber, vegetable, whatever it is that you have in there, and it tastes very refreshing and really nice. So those are my 5 tips. Let me know in the comments below what you like to do to increase your hydration. And if it's something that I haven't listed, I would love to hear about it. So until next time, increase that water, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.